You know, there's only one team, that could have lost a game Sunday in the manner they did. Yep, that team. The Cowboys are like no other team in the NFL, and that is not a good thing. You know, they're good enough to tease, talented enough to get fans' hopes up, solid enough to be in virtually every game during crunch time, but more often than not, they will, depending on your view, break your heart and frustrate you if you're a Cowboys fan, or delight you if you're not. The Cowboys are really a Shakespearean Sunday tragedy, the main character with the fatal flaw who dies in the end. They have lost in the most bizarre ways like no other franchise the last 6 years. The Romo slippery football on the chip shot field goal hold in the playoffs against Seattle in 2007. I mean, who does that? That same year, the Cowboys were lining up to kick a last-second 35-yard field goal against Washington in a tie game. It was blocked. And in the scramble, the Cowboys were flagged for a face mask after a 30-yard return. The 15-yard penalty allowed the Redskins to kick a 47-yard field goal to win. So they go from trying a field goal on the same play to having one kicked against them, and they lose. You know, a comeback last year against the Giants ends when an apparent game-winning 37-yard touchdown from Romo to Dez Bryant with 10 seconds left is overturned because Bryant's finger is on the end line. They just seem destined to be the late-game punchline. But Sunday might have been an all-timer. Put any team in the NFL, and I mean any team, in Dallas's position with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and they win. I mean, you're ahead 27-24, having just stopped Detroit on downs at its 35. 2 plays later, with just more than a minute left, Detroit is out of timeouts, but a holding call stops the clock. Cowboys kick a field goal, lead 30-24, and so what happens? Well, you know what happens. Detroit zips down the field with token resistance, scores with 12 seconds left, and wins 31-30. The Cowboys lead the NFL in mind-numbing losses. But that's just the Cowboys. Good enough to tease, flawed enough to fail. And I don't see that ever changing. This is 1 minute out of the Beilue. Yeah, well, okay. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for calling. All right, we'll see you later. Almost forgot. Until Sunday, teams that were a +4 in turnovers had a record of 54-1 in the NFL since 2011. Now make that 54-2.